Did you know that the average American spends nearly 60% of their paycheck within a week of receiving it? That's like running a marathon and giving up after just 13 miles. But what if you could go the full distance with your paycheck? What if you could cross the finish line with money still in your pocket? If that thought makes you want to lace up your financial running shoes, then you're in the right place. Because today, we're talking about just that. Not just making it to the next payday, but also understanding your paycheck. We'll also discuss how managing debt can help you break free from the paycheck-to-paycheck race. Before we get started, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on our next videos. It's payday. You've been waiting for this day, working hard, putting in the hours, and finally, your paycheck arrives. It feels like a breath of fresh air, doesn't it? But then, something happens. That paycheck, the one you've been waiting for, starts to disappear. First, there are the bills. Rent or mortgage comes first, utilities, groceries. Then, there are the debts like credit card bills, student loans, car payments. And what about the unexpected expenses that always seem to pop up at the worst possible time? Before you know it, that paycheck you've been waiting for is gone, and you're left waiting for the next one. This, my friends, is what we call the paycheck cycle. Most of us are caught in a cycle, and the answer to why is pretty simple: lack of planning. When we don't plan how we're going to use our paycheck, we end up spending it without realizing where it's going. We buy things we don't need, we eat out more than we should, and we make impulse purchases. And all these small expenses add up, leaving us with nothing by the end of the month. But I earn a decent salary. I should be able to afford these things. Yeah, you're right. But still, it's not about how much you earn. It's about how much you keep. And without proper planning, you're not keeping as much as you could be. Just take the example of John. John earns a good salary. He's not rich, but he's comfortable. Every payday, John pays his bills, buys groceries, and treats himself to a nice meal at his favorite restaurant. But by the end of the month, John finds himself with barely enough money to get by. He's living paycheck to paycheck, just like so many others. It's a trap that many of us fall into. But the good news is that it's a cycle, and like any cycle, it can be broken. And that's where financial discipline comes in. It acts like a workout for your wallet, like training yourself to use your money wisely to make it work for you. It takes control of your financial future. The best part is, it can work even when you're not earning more money. Sure, more money can help, but without financial discipline, you'll find yourself stuck in the same cycle, regardless of how much you earn. So, what's the first step? Don't go anywhere, as we're going to find out. You've got your paycheck in your hand, or maybe it's a direct deposit into your bank account. Either way, it's more than just a sum of money. It's a detailed document that tells a story about your earnings and deductions. And to truly break the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, the first step is to understand this story. Ever heard of gross pay? This is the total amount of money you've earned before any deductions. It includes your regular pay, overtime, bonuses, and any other additional earnings. Knowing your gross pay is important because it gives you a clear picture of your earning potential. Then the deductions come in. They are amounts taken out of your gross pay for various reasons. Could be taxes, social security, health insurance, retirement contributions, and more. These deductions reduce your gross pay, resulting in your net pay, which is the amount you actually take home. You need to understand these deductions because they impact your take-home pay. In short, you need to know exactly where your money is going. The second step is budgeting. It's like a plan that shows you how to get from point A, payday, to point B, next payday, without getting lost, running out of money. You know where your money is going, and budgeting makes sure it's going where you want it to go. Keep in mind that budgeting isn't about restriction. There is a misconception that it tells you no. But in reality, a budget is about telling yourself yes, but in a planned way. It's about making conscious, better decisions about your money, rather than letting your money control you. If you're new to this, a good budget should include the following categories. Number 1, necessities. These are the things you can't live without: rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, transportation, healthcare. Typically, this should make up about 50% of your budget. Number 2, savings. This is the money you set aside for the future, like emergency fund, retirement, down payment on a house, your child's education. Aim to save at least 20% of your income. Number 3, discretionary spending. This is the fun stuff like dining out, entertainment, shopping, hobbies. This should make up about 30% of your budget. All these percentages are just guidelines. Your budget should reflect your personal financial goals and lifestyle. Maybe you're a foodie and want to allocate more to dining out. Or maybe you're saving for a dream vacation and want to allocate more to savings. That's the beauty of a budget. It's personal and flexible. With these 2 steps, you're off to a great start. But what's next? This is where saving and investing come into play. They are 2 sides of the same coin. Both are about setting aside money today for a better tomorrow. But they serve different purposes and play different roles in your financial journey. Saving is about preserving your money for short-term use. Maybe you're saving for a vacation, a new car, or just a rainy day. Whatever it is, saving gives you a financial cushion that can help you stay afloat when life throws you a curveball. On the other hand, investing is more about growing your money over the long term. You put your money to work in the financial markets, earn a return on your investment, and benefit from the power of compound interest. Investing can help you achieve long-term goals like buying a home, sending your kids to college, or retiring comfortably. But I don't know anything about investing. And that's okay. You don't have to be a financial expert to invest. There are plenty of resources available to help you get started. You can invest in mutual funds, which are managed by professional fund managers. Or you can use robo-advisors, which are digital platforms that provide automated, algorithm-driven financial planning services with little to no human supervision. We'll give you more tools and resources at the end of the video. Moving on, there's one more piece of the puzzle that we need to address: debt. It's a burden that keeps you from moving forward. But with the right approach, you can manage your debt and eventually become debt-free. First, you need to understand your debts. How much do you owe? Who do you owe it to? What are the interest rates? What are the minimum payments? Once you have a clear picture of your debts, you can start to make a plan. Your plan should include a budget for repaying your debts. This should be a realistic budget that takes into account your income, expenses, and financial goals. Your goal is not to repay your debts as quickly as possible, but to repay them in a way that is sustainable and manageable for you. Making a plan is only half the battle. The other half is sticking to the plan. This is where discipline comes in. Debt repayment requires patience, persistence, and discipline. Let's take an example of Mike. Mike has several credit card debts with high interest rates. He's been making the minimum payments, but his debts are not going down. Mike decides to take control of his debts. He makes a plan to pay off his debts, starting with the one with the highest interest rate. He budgets a certain amount each month for debt repayment. Yeah, it's not easy, and it takes time, but Mike sticks to his plan. Slowly but surely, Mike's debts start to decrease. And one day, Mike becomes debt-free. That's the power of debt management. There are many tools and resources available that can help you manage your paycheck and maintain financial discipline. Services like Unbury.me or apps like Debt Payoff Planner can help you create a debt repayment plan and track your progress. Apps like Mint and YNAB can help you track your income and expenses, set budgets, and even alert you when you're about to overspend. Online savings accounts often offer higher interest rates than traditional banks. Automatic transfers can help make saving a habit. Robo-advisors like Betterment or Wealthfront can help you start investing with little knowledge or experience. They automatically create a diversified portfolio for you based on your risk tolerance and financial goals. Well, that's it for today. Financial discipline is about breaking that paycheck-to-paycheck cycle and making your money work for you. If you enjoyed the info in this video, we'd love to hear from you. What are your experiences with managing your paycheck? Do you have any tips or strategies that have worked for you? Please share them in the comments below. And if there's any topic you'd like us to cover in future videos, let us know that too. Before you go, don't forget to check out our video on why making your first $100,000 is so hard, but the next comes easier. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon. Thanks for watching.